make a video today on the side hustle and kind of tips for people that are maybe they're like me and they've got less than 100 subscribers. I'm coming up to like nearly a year on YouTube, and my niche is more in terms of, I guess, dating, but through my own experiences. I find it difficult because I constantly compare myself to my growth on YouTube, other YouTubers. The first tip I see on YouTube a lot is when people say comment on other people's channels in your niche. I can tell you for a fact this doesn't work, because I've watched those videos on how to hustle, and I've probably spent maybe like, not all the time, but maybe about 6 months like watching other competitors' stuff, writing comments on, saying it's a good video, etc. And I've had A, no interaction from those people, and B, they haven't really driven any traffic to my channel. And when you think about it, it's obvious why this doesn't work. It's because if another competitor sees you are doing the same thing in their field, they're not going to highlight that, and they're not going to point that out on their channel and show you respect. And I kind of went through a phase of looking at other femininity channels, and I even wrote comments on some, and I got absolutely nothing back. I don't know, maybe they see me as a threat, I don't know. I don't know if it does work for some people, but for me, it hasn't worked trying to interact with competitors, because A, they would look at my subscriber count and think, oh well, she's got 50 subs, it's not as if we can even collab. I guess partly in my videos I criticise other dating coaches as well, so they're not going to kind of pick up on my videos and want to collab with me, because I have criticised them. So I guess that partly is my own fault. When you're seeing people that grow on YouTube and that have done really well in a short amount of time, I want to stress that those are the exception to the rule. Those are not the majority of people. If you think of the people you see that make it in 6 months and that are monetized really quickly, there's going to be hundreds of thousands of people like me that have been steadily putting out one video a week, and they haven't probably seen the traction that they want to see. The other thing about being a small YouTuber, which does hurt, it's happened to me, is that I have seen people with hundreds of thousands of subscribers steal my video ideas and use them. There's one female femininity YouTuber out there, and she has like 100k. The thing is, I think she's like stolen ideas from me, and I literally can't do anything about it, because the algorithm does not put out my videos first. The algorithm will obviously push her videos because she's got more subscribers and doing it longer than me. And I'll put out a video and it will literally sink into oblivion, yet she'll do the same video and lots of people will watch it. At first I did take it personally, and I did comment on her channel. I was like, maybe you should think up your own ideas. But then I kind of thought to myself, well, that's coming from a place of insecurity from me, and I should just let her do what she wants to do. And if she wants to take my ideas, then she can. If you're doing a niche like me, there isn't an infinite number of ideas in dating. If you look at dating coaches' videos, we all kind of talk about the same topics. It's just people just put a different style on it and maybe different opinion. But there isn't anything you can do. You're going to get people that steal your ideas and then benefit off that. And unfortunately, that's just the way YouTube works. And you probably just need to get a thick skin to it. And that's kind of what I've had to do. But I also want to talk about this idea that why do we have to monetize our hobbies? This idea, I'd say it's come about in maybe the last, I don't know, 5 to 10 years, where people are obsessed with monetizing their hobbies. 10 years ago, people would like paint or draw and they would do it for fun. We live in a culture now where we can't just do something for fun. We live in a culture where we have to make money off our hobby. If we're not making money, then we're not doing it right. And for anyone like creating content out there, it doesn't always necessarily matter if you make money. That will come further down the line. I think it's better to build up a community first, and build up a community that like your content before you even think about trying to like monetize your videos or your brand, etc. Because even sometimes I sit here and I think, how am I going to monetize this? I don't want to import cheap hoodies from China and then print Boss Babe on them and sell them. That isn't me. And I don't want to sell like cheap cheap merchandise, because that's completely against my philosophy. I need to focus solely on building the community, building the fan base. Basically, if you're at that stage where you don't have like a goal of where you want to be in 5 years, it doesn't matter. I guess what I'm saying is put out content that you like putting out, and then your audience will find you. It's important to have a life outside of your main job, your side hustle, etc. I think I've definitely caught into the trap of doing my main job and thinking, well, that's my main job, that's fine, that allows me to do my side hustle. And then all my spare time was being put under the pressure of the side hustle, the videos, editing. And you need to have a life outside of that, otherwise you're just gonna go crazy. It's good to be ambitious, and it's good to be like, I want to have this, and this is where I see it going. But you also need to have a balance, and you need to have a life outside of that, because you're just gonna get burnt out. And people will see it in your content too. I think you can see the difference between the people that do side hustle content on YouTube because they're doing it because they already have an income and they love what they're doing, versus the people that you can see that are putting out content week after week because they have to pay bills. And you don't really want to get into that stage. You want to put out content that brings value. And I think lastly, just try not to stress about the algorithm. There has been days where I've been worrying about the algorithm, trying to work out how to get more people to view my videos. And the thing is, you can't. The algorithm is a beast in its own right. And there's some videos I've put out that I think this will take off, or it hasn't. So do not try and think that you can work out the algorithm, because you will not be able to. The algorithm is something that the tech giants do, and you will never be able to work it out. It's a saturated market, really. Dating advice is such a saturated market. The women that watch dating advice predominantly watch men because they find them attractive, and then if you're doing like dating advice for males, the majority of males are watching the content for males. You know what I'm talking about. So it's really difficult out there if you're like a female giving dating advice, because it's difficult for women to get on your side. And also it's just human nature. Are you going to watch someone that's been doing it 10 years, or are you going to watch someone that's been doing it 10 months? It's just the nature of how it is. Because at the end of the day, YouTube, it is a bit of luck, and it's just a game of chance, really. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you liked it. I make dating content if you're interested. And yeah, have a nice week, everyone. See you later.